aquí en la República Dominicana.
But they came to Santo Domingo, to this island, because they were invited. They were invited by Boyer, which was the president then of Haiti. They offered them, when they came here, that I'd give them equal rights, give them land, but they would give of their culture and civilization to the people here in Santo Domingo.
When the freedom of slavery was taking place, but that was, I believe that was before the emancipation. The slaves that come from down south running, they flee from down south, and they came to Philadelphia and Pennsylvania, and Bishop Richard Allen, the bishop of the AME Church, was nominated to entertain these free slaves who had run away. They come there, they had no home, they had no, much of them no clothes, no penny. And in that time, President of Haiti, that Boyer, in that time the Haitian government was dominating the Dominican Republic also, and he asked the President of the United States that he would like to get some people to settle on this island of Santo Domingo. And Bishop Allen, he prepared these people to come and settle, and they came in 3 different ships. And a ship came to Saman'a, one came to the capital, Santo Domingo, and one went to Puerto Plata. In the neighborhood, for a long time they kept together. And much of them was farmers, there were sailors, and they made a farm together all the time.
The group that came to Santo Domingo, they had a good invitation. They felt happy. They gave them land, but many of them didn't feel satisfied because they didn't, in that time, then it was plenty Haitians that lived in the capital of Santo Domingo. So they didn't like the custom, the culture of the Haitians.
The domination of the Haitians had a big conflict. It was that they closed down many of the schools and universities, and it was a real problem for most of the people. We did not get along together with the Haitians because they had a different custom for us.
They didn't want to mix because they didn't agree like with the certain customs of the people that was here. You know, they had Christian culture. They were Roman Catholics, but they only believed in the Virgin Mary, and that Christ so far no Father. So they wanted their children to remain being Christian people, having Christian education, Christian custom, that they carry customs to the children, and for their morality, and to know that God was their Father, and only in Him that they should believe. That was their way of thinking.
The settled people, the immigrants, the American immigrants settled, they was okay. They settled in different places like.
So many went back, but many of them remained, and most of the group of Santo Domingo that got dementia was because they got typhus fever, and plenty of them died. And the rest, they remained. They gave them a church, way for it to wash up. They had a school. They came along, and they kept together. And the group that came, the group that came to Saman'a, they were the one that more prospered. And people, some would come from Haiti and come to, of the ones that came from United States to Haiti, they didn't feel so happy, but the ones of Saman'a felt happy because they kept together with the people from here. They had Dominican people, but they had plenty what was a descendant of French people that came here to Saman'a. And they kept together, and they would help the groups that came because they was established here already. So when they came, they found who to help them until they began to produce and build their boats and sail, even though many of them, the ones that came, some of them that came, they came with their boats and they remained. They came with their groups, together with the children and the things. So they kept together with these French people, and the lands that they gave them, it was the most of the land, like they took of the French people land and gave them to the Afro-American people. Like River St. John, Northwest, Los Algarrobos, Honduras, and Juana Vicenta, all until Palmarito, all that was land that was given to them, but it was land of the French people. When they came, they gave them all a metal. That metal they could have went back if they didn't like the way here. But they most of them, when they felt happy, they didn't pay attention to the metals. They let that get lost, and when they wanted to have the rights, the most of them, they throw away the metals, and they couldn't go back with their identity. And in that way, they could have gave them the double nationality. But without the metals, they couldn't get it.
We lost most all the contact with our relatives in the United States. And the American government, how they don't recognize this. I mean to say that we are American descendants, came from American or African Americans, but we sustain that we are Dominican. I in the office of the Dominican Republic, okay, everything. So I have to identify myself as a Dominican. And I love my country, I love everything, and so forth. I mean to say that now we are completely Dominican.